Top Gear has showcased annually in South Africa and without a doubt met the expectations of its viewers. This year's lineups include, of course, the greats, Jeremy Clarkson, Hammond and James May. Don't forget the Stig. Now, joining us from Durban is the Chief Operating Officer, James Priest. James, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Good morning from sunny Durban.
3 years running, you have wowed the audience. Just talk to me about, is this production getting better and better or more difficult to put together?
Well, actually, it's more than 3 years. I think we've kind of adopted South Africa as our second home. We've been coming here for about 7 or 8 years now, I think. But the production certainly grows every single year because we want to try more and more sort of elaborate and testing stunts.
Talk to me about just kind of what is attractive about South Africa for Top Gear, James, and what is it about Durban that is just perfect for the Top Gear Festival?
Well, I think actually we've always said it, but the South African fans are the best in the world. They're certainly the loudest. They're the most energetic. They're the most exciting. And so when we perform to South African audiences, it's always a great buzz. Durban is an incredible city, really, but they have undoubtedly one of the most beautiful stadiums in the world. And actually, we love it down here. It's a perfect place to host our festival. There are 3 big key elements to it because we've got a newly configured street circuit that doubles back on itself. So it's a great viewing experience now. And then we have this huge motoring expo, which obviously has a huge array of supercars and anyone interested in cars. It's a great day out. And then, of course, inside the stadium, it's where the big spectacle is. Richard, Jeremy and James and the Stig getting up their usual challenges and antics.
Let's talk about the economy of Top Gear, because I heard, I think in a report, that it added 92 million rand to the province of KwaZulu-Natal in terms of revenue growth.
Yeah, actually, in that first year that we came, I think the economic benefit to the city and the province was around 93 million. I think last year it was up around the 125 million rands worth of economic benefit. We have a huge number of people that come down here. Certainly, I think last year we had about 28,000 people actually travelled down to the region. We had about 67,000 people came to the festival last year. And actually also a large number, several thousand international visitors came down as well.
You talked about the street circuit being redesigned. Just kind of give us the thoughts behind redesigning it. Obviously, you've got to make it bigger and better, and I probably reckon a little bit more thrilling and high octane.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we always kind of try and create a real driving experience. Obviously, for the people that are going to be driving it, you need to make a credible circuit, and also then you've got to create amazing entertainment. So we looked at the previous designs of our circuit, and we've actually looped it round and doubled back, and so the audience sort of sit around it, and it almost becomes a kind of stadium in its own right. So it's a huge amount of action coming backwards and forwards. So the activity on the street circuit is an all day's worth of packed activity. We've got a whole new range of features, a new one being the time attack, and we've got 30 of South Africa's best drivers to go head to head in that time attack, and then we've also got 8 of the top South African drivers or world champions that actually range from I think the youngest is 17 and the oldest was born in 1936, and they're going to be going in a great head to head.
Talk to me very quickly. You also have Gareth Cliff involved in this here. What'll he be adding to the Top Gear event?
Gareth Cliff certainly will be getting behind the wheel and also hosting a section also on that street circuit today. So we're looking forward to having Gareth and Barry Hilton as well, and Jack Parrow, sort of more local South African talent as well, taking part in the festival.
James, thank you very much for joining us from our Durban studios. We look forward to this year's Top Gear Festival, and I'm sure everybody else's too. That was Chief Operating Officer of Top Gear, James Priest. This year's festival will include